Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. It was my birthday earlier in the year, and this time we spent a couple days in Las Vegas to celebrate. The last time I was here I couldn't have been older than 15, and Rachel had never been at all, so it was basically new to both of us, and needless to say we were very excited. Our first stop was Area 15, a massive indoor-outdoor art installation by the artist Meow Wolf and several others.
Oh, okay. Alright.
There are art pieces everywhere you look outside and throughout the parking lot, and you could spend a good amount of time simply checking out these pieces. Inside, there are VR experiences, bars, places to eat, and even a zipline experience, but the main attraction here is Omega Mart, an immersive art installation that feels like a surrealist megamart that sells really weird products like tattoo chicken, and I can't believe it's not Jeff. We don't want to spoil the experience, but this is definitely something you're going to want to see for yourself. There's even a story that you can take part in. Basically, there's some secret happenings at Omega Mart, and it's up to you and your Boop access card to discover the truth. It pretty much feels like a living video game, and you certainly don't want to miss it. After that, we went to drop off our car at the valet and check into our hotel. This time we stayed at the Signature at MGM Grand. Being part of the MGM Grand chain, we had access to all the amenities in our hotel, as well as those at the MGM Grand proper. The room was excellent and very spacious. There was a huge jacuzzi in the bathroom, complete with a phone by the toilet, and phenomenal views of the entire strip from our balcony. We dropped off our bags, got changed, and headed to the High Roller. It's a giant Ferris wheel that has insane views of the city, and we were especially interested in their Happy Half Hour, where you ride a special car with a small bar in it. For the duration of one ride, you can drink as much as you want. Our bartender was awesome. He really brought the party with great conversation and mixed regular drinks like rum and coke and Long Island iced tea, but we let him get creative with ours, and they were fantastic. Needless to say, we had a great time. After that, we explored the strip a little more before heading back to the hotel for the night. The Las Vegas monorail had a stop at our hotel, which really came in handy during our trip. We started the next day by taking it to the Strat so we could use the downtown loop, which had a stop there. It's a free bus line that takes you all around downtown Las Vegas, which includes Fremont Street as well as a mob museum and a really cool arts district. We heard the food was really cheap at the Garden Court Buffet in the Main Street Casino, so we started there for breakfast. It's gorgeous inside and does kind of feel like you're dining inside an old greenhouse or, of course, a garden. Unfortunately, the whole place reeked of old cigarettes, and neither of us are smokers, so that really brought down the experience. And the food was just terrible. Not recommended. They do have a piece of the actual Berlin Wall in the men's room of the casino, so there's that, I guess. We explored a bit of downtown Las Vegas before making our way down to Fremont Street. For a few blocks, the street is blocked off to car traffic, and there's a visual display above you with casinos and hotels on either side. There are some not-so-family-friendly performers all over, and it's quite the spectacle overall. We kept heading down until we got to the corner of 4th and Fremont Street for a huge daiquiri from Fat Tuesdays. These adult slushies are awesome, and since public drinking is allowed in Vegas, it's great to take exploring with us in the Nevada heat. Back to the monorail so we can get to our hotel. Along the way, we got to see the new massive construction project on a giant sphere that'll be used as a venue for concerts and other performances. Some pool time sounded nice, so we figured we'd relax by one of the 7 pools available to us between the 2 MGM Grand resorts before getting ready for the evening. The vibe in Las Vegas at night is, to say the least, electric. Of course in the literal sense with the dazzling neon glow of the casinos, but with the cars, the music, and liquored up patrons, Vegas really should be the city that never sleeps. Feeling like if Hollywood was inexplicably dropped in the middle of the desert and pumped full of alcohol and caffeine drinks, swelling in size until it's about to burst. Much like a disco ball stuffed with explosives and bottles of whiskey, you know it's probably not safe to stay for too long, but it'll be quite the spectacle while you're here. Our first stop was Caesar's Palace for dinner. Passing through marble and gold-clad hallways, the bells and chimes of slot machines, and corridors tinged with the smell of decades-old tobacco smoke, we made it to the Bacchanal, Caesar's very fancy, very gourmet buffet. This place is like a foodie's dream. They had virtually every cuisine imaginable, ranging from Filipino food to charcuterie to Thai, French, Mexican, Japanese, everything was on display on their seemingly endless row of serving counters. It was absolutely the most luxurious buffet we had ever been to, and while a little pricey, we found it totally worth the cost. After stuffing ourselves with more incredible food than we could have ever previously imagined, we made our way to the Bellagio, of course for the fountains, but also to see their botanical garden. This dazzling display changes for each season and the Lunar New Year, so there's always something new to see. It was an unbelievably surreal experience exploring the area and spotting the little details hidden throughout. After that, we had just enough time to catch the last fountain show of the night, and it's easy to see why they're so iconic. We had just enough in us to check out the canals of the Venetian before catching one of the last monorails of the night back to our hotel. The next morning, we picked up the car and tipped our valet before making the long drive back home. Exhausted from the last 2 bewildering days, this drive isn't something I'd like to do again soon, but we had an amazing time while we were there, so I suppose it's a small price to pay. On the way was Eddy World, which is known for being California's largest gas station. This place felt like every quirky small-town convenience store combined into one, with multiple restaurants inside and every kind of candy-coated nut and gummy snack imaginable, and of course, the giant ice cream outside. This place was wild. All in all, we had an amazing time exploring Las Vegas, and we highly recommend visiting even if you don't gamble, which, come to think of it, we actually never touched a single machine while we were there. We know we only barely scratched the surface of all there is to see here, and we're very excited for our next opportunity to come out. Thanks for checking out another video, and we hope you'll come back to see more of our vacation life. Have a great day!